Coming back with some breaking news, three visually impaired brothers have been killed in house collapse in Kishtwar in a heart-wrenching incident. Three brothers, all visually impaired, were killed in a house collapse, and this incident happened at a remote hamlet of Kishtwar. Going across to my colleague Pradeep Datta for more inputs on this. Pradeep, take us through all the latest developments coming in. Of course, a heartbreaking news coming in.
Yes, a very tragic and heart-wrenching incident took place in Ajna village, which is 35 kilometres from Kishtwar town. Because of heavy rainfall that has been continuing for the last 2-3 days in Kishtwar district, this house collapsed. 5 family members were inside the house. 3 brothers who were visually impaired, they died because of house collapse. Immediately, when the villagers came to know about this, they rushed to spot. They tried their level best to take them out of the debris, but they didn't succeed. In the meantime, the police from the nearby police post also came out to that place. They also got activated. Finally, they were able to recover 3 bodies from the debris, but thank God their parents were safe because they were on the other side of the house and that had not collapsed. So they were able to rescue them from that house and take them to the nearby hospital for first aid. So during the last few days, more than 11 people have lost their life because of the heavy rainfall in this area. In one incident or other, sometimes there is an accident because of the slippery track, sometimes the house collapse or something else happening. But yes, it's a very tragic incident. All their 3 sons who were visually impaired because their parents, they had been taking care of them because of house collapse. They were sleeping inside when, because of heavy rainfall, all of a sudden the roof came down crashing, and all the 3 got buried under the debris. Villagers tried their level best. Police also tried their level best, but they were not able to save their life. Finally, the 3 bodies were retrieved from debris. And but what is good is that at least the lives of the parents could be saved because they remained unaffected as they were lying on the other side of the house, which didn't collapse, so they could be saved.
Right. And also, Pradeep, considering this incident, any precautionary measures that are being taken in the nearby areas? Because, of course, as you mentioned, it has been raining continuously for the last 3 days in Kishtwar, which triggered this house collapse.
Yes, already the authorities have asked the people to take precautionary measure. Advisory has been issued because of the rainfall. They have been asking people not to move outside. So far as the structure and is concerned, they can't do much in this regard because many of them have got the kacha houses. So if that collapses, administration can hardly do in this. But yes, what administration has been telling people that don't move from one place to another because there are chances of landslides, there is a chances of shooting stone coming down because normally the earth becomes loose because of the heavy rainfall. So they should avoid moving out unless it is really very important. So this is an advisory that has been issued by the district administration telling people to stay indoors. Because for the last 3 days, there had been incessant and heavy rainfall in many of the places there in Kishtwar district. As I said, that more than 10 lives have been lost because of the slippery track. Also, there had been a road accident. And then 2-3 days back, also we reported about one more house collapse and that 4 people had lost their lives. So that's where the administration want people to take precautionary measures. Advisory is in place and asking people not to venture out unnecessarily if not required because of landslide. They do not want any kind of a casualty. So that's what actually the administration has told them.
And also, Pradeep, any kind of arrangements that have taken place on ground, any sort of camps that have been placed in case there is an emergency and there is a need to shift all those families to a safer place?
See, if we talk about most of these areas, there is very little communication because there is mostly in these villages there is only kacha track. That's one of the reasons that it mostly takes time for the police and the administration to reach such places. Immediately they can't construct routes. But yes, what actually they have done, they asked the police authorities as well as the district administration to remain alert in case they get any distress call from any of these places. They can immediately rush to that place. Here in this case also they tried their level best to reach that place in time, but by the time they reached, they couldn't do much. Finally, they had the only option left for them was to retrieve the bodies from the debris. But yes, it was because of the timely action that they were able to at least save lives of parents of these visually impaired people. So that's what they could do. But yes, they had been asked to stay alert whenever they get any kind of a distress call or any information in such regard. They should immediately rush to the spot and try to take whatever measures can be taken. But in case the people are without their house collapses, yes, they are to be provided immediate relief and rehabilitation. That is already the measures are to be taken in this regard also.
All right. Thank you, Pradeep, for joining in and sharing all those inputs on this story.